What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over some new Speedster heroes that could end up appearing on The Flash Season 7 or in future seasons of The Flash. But before we get started, make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment any other video ideas for me. Now this video is sort of like a part 2 video because I already made this exact video, except it wasn't potential Speedster heroes that could appear on The Flash. It was potential Speedster villains that could end up appearing on The Flash, so make sure you guys go check that out. So anyways, the first Speedster hero that I think could end up appearing this season or in future seasons is, well, Godspeed. Because in the comics, Godspeed is not really a villain. He's not a villain at all. He actually probably leans more to the good side, sort of like to Team Flash's side more. So I definitely think after his villain arc that I definitely think he could end up becoming somewhat of a hero. Although I would actually not be mad if they ended up making him stay a villain for like the whole series, because I feel like Godspeed is a pretty good villain nonetheless. So yeah, for all that to play out, let's just hope that the back half of the season has a lot to do with Godspeed and the Speed Force and all that stuff, because we obviously know that a lot of the Speed Force stuff is going to happen. So we know that Bart Allen has been confirmed to appear in episode 17 and like onwards of The Flash. So here's the thing. We obviously know that he is confirmed, so we already know that he will appear. But what we don't know is if the Tornado Twins will end up appearing. Because I remember back in episode 5, Iris in Barry's nightmare said like, you killed our children or something along the lines of that. That could be a little Easter egg from the showrunners giving us like that little Tornado Twins sort of teaser. So maybe they do Bart and Nora, the Tornado Twins. I definitely think that would work out pretty well. And I could definitely see them adding that in somewhere in Season 8. But yeah, it's pretty obvious to think that when Bart does appear, Barry and Iris are going to have a lot of questions about if Nora still exists, all of that stuff. So yeah, hopefully these questions will be answered the first time that we see Bart on the show. So another Speedster that I think could appear because of Bart is going to be Max Mercury. Now, if you guys don't know, in the comics, Max Mercury, he's a Speedster, obviously. Him and Bart are pretty close in the comics, so I definitely think that bringing him in would definitely make sense. So yeah, what I think would be kind of cool, as obviously Bart Allen is going to be Barry Allen's son instead of his grandson like in the comics. So what I think would be pretty cool is if they say like, oh, Barry disappeared in the year 2024 and like Max Mercury was like a father figure to Bart. I feel like that would be really cool to see. The next Speedster that I think could appear is Johnny Quick. Now, if you guys do not know who that is Jesse Quick's father in the comics. Obviously, Jesse Quick's name in the comics is Jesse Chambers, as Thawne, I believe, mentioned that in episode 8 of season 5. So one of my theories here is that because of Crisis, Jesse and like Johnny Quick, they're alive again, and instead they're going to be named Jesse Chambers and Johnny Chambers, just like in the comics. I feel like that'd be pretty cool to see instead of like Jesse Wells like she is on the show, so like she has been on the show, I should say. But what I think would be kind of funny is if they ended up actually introducing Johnny Quick. They had Tom Cavanaugh play him. I think that'd be pretty cool to see Tom Cavanaugh as a Speedster besides Reverse Flash. I think that'd be pretty interesting. So I talked a little bit about this next Speedster in my last video in regards to this, in my villains video, I should say, and this is going to be Mina Darwin, who in the comics eventually turns into a villain Speedster named the Negative Flash. But here's the thing, she actually does start out as a hero. She's actually Barry's love interest for a while, so I definitely think that she could end up just being a hero for the whole show, just like maybe Godspeed might just end up being a villain for the whole show, because Mina Darwin and Godspeed were created in the same lightning storm in the comics, so who knows, maybe their storylines could already be starting up, we just have no idea. So yeah, if you guys don't know what happens with Mina in the comics, her and Barry basically like train a bunch of new Speedsters, because from this lightning storm that created Mina and Godspeed as Speedsters, there were hundreds of other people that got struck by lightning and turned into Speedsters. So basically Barry and Mina do train them and like help them, you know, get in tune with their powers more. And just for a recap, we do know that she does exist in the Arrowverse, as we've seen Chester reading a book that was written by her. Now, the last Speedster that I think could end up appearing on The Flash sometime is Ginger Wally West. Now, I have a few theories as to why this could happen. Obviously, there were some rumors of this for like a week ago for some reason. I have no idea why there were rumors of this, but there were. But here's why I think this could happen. Maybe they, you know, obviously Keenan Lonsdale, who plays the current version of Wally West, he isn't on the show a lot. He's busy with a lot of other stuff. So I definitely think they could just end up recasting and then say like changes from something made this happen. Like the timeline got changed or something along the lines of that. They could also just say, like, because of Crisis, like, maybe this Wally West was from another Earth, and he was able to come over to Earth Prime before everyone else died. Something along the lines of that could definitely happen. As obviously there were plenty of other people, like Jay Garrick, who survived. That is confirmed, because we actually know that Jay Garrick is probably going to appear in episode 17, which is the 150th episode, because he said he was going to leave for, I believe, Vancouver in like a week, I believe. So I think that is definitely going to be around the time when they are filming that 150th episode, or episode 17 for The Flash. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as what other hero speedsters you guys think could end up appearing on The Flash at some time. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.